Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing a updated combo video for the deck profile for Dracoslayer, which came out recently, and if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out, because we're going to be showing some of the tech and some of the ways we use the deck. Again, because the deck has like 40 starters, it means any hand can create anything basically. So I want to show that in this video and basically give you a guideline to how to play the deck and also how to create a crazy turn 1 or turn 2 board. Okay guys, so I've just done my shuffle. Let's just do a random test hand. So starting off, we have some interesting cards. Immediately, this doesn't look like the best hand, I'll be quite honest with you. But we do have the Skullcrow by Joker, so I think we'll start with that. Normal summon, search for a Odd Eyes monster. In this case, we'll search the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. So that's pretty cool, because we already have the Harmonizing Magician, so we don't really need another one. I do think we actually have to discard Odd Eyes Revolution to search for a level 8 allow Dragon Pendulum monster. So we'll do that right now. We'll look for the Dracoslayer. We're going to pop this card in order to search same name basically. So we're going to do that right now. And I think the reason why I'm doing that is I just want to get more copies around the extra deck, hand, graveyard, etc. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll summon this one. We're going to special the Luster Pendulum here. And then because it's a tuner, we can now synchro summon, which is cool. We'll synchro summon into the Ignister Prominence. Always make sure to put your Ignister or anything before Beyond the Pendulum in these columns, because of course Beyond the Pendulum is going to clash when it has arrows and stuff. So just keep that in mind. We'll activate Ignister's effect. We're going to special summon. We obviously always want to go into the Majesty Maiden, which is a really important card. So on summon, we'll search any field spell in the game, which is, pretty crazy stuff, let's be honest. So yeah, we're going to go straight into now. So now, because I have Masterpiece, the True Dracoslayer in my hand already, I'm tempted to actually go into Dragonic Pendulum. So I'm going to search Dragonic Pendulum and discard a card. We don't need Purple Poison because Harmonize will get us there. So we'll discard the Purple Poison. We are going to then activate Dragonic Pendulum. We're going to link these away for Beyond the Pendulum. Boom, there we go. We're going to pay 1200 life points to search for a, monster. Now we have a scale 6, so we need a scale 1. So we're looking for the monkey board, which I think I just passed over. Yeah, I did. Boom, there we go. Let's activate this in the scale. Because Pendulum cards are negated, it stays as scale 1, which is very, very convenient. So we'll now pen summon for quite a few here. We'll do Harmonizing. We'll also do as many as we want here. We'll do Dynamite and we'll do the Luster Pendulum. And then Harmonizing effect goes off. Summons the Purple Poison Magician. We'll bring that out from the main deck. So I think what we'll do is we'll go into the Exceed monster here. We'll overlay these guys for the Majesty Paladin. On summon, it activates an effect to search at the end phase, triggering the Dragonic Pendulum, which will now do, will pop itself in order to special summon the Draco Overlord straight from the deck. And now we have Draco Overlord in the field. What we can do is let's detach for Majesty. We'll detach, it doesn't really matter what we detach. We'll detach this and special summon a Dracoslayer from the extra deck. So let's have a look at our extra deck here. We've got Skullcrow by Joker and Dracoslayer, so we'll summon Dracoslayer. Now what I think we should do is we should actually tribute these guys for Masterpiece. Boom, there we go. There's our Omni Negate, which is pretty sick. We can go into a Selene here. Before we do that, we'll check if we have enough spells. We do have enough spells, which is nice. So we'll do that right now. We'll do these two. We'll activate Selene's effect. Obviously, it's got counters. We'll activate again. Special a spellcaster monster. Doesn't really matter, but I guess you should probably do Purple Poison. We'll contact Fusion for these two to summon Dinostar. Dynamite Power Lord will actually trigger here because it's been tributed. Add a Dracoslayer except himself from the extra deck to the hand. We'll just add the Majesty Pegasus. Okay, cool. And now what we can do, we can activate Dinostar's effect to special summon Majesty Pegasus straight from the hand. And it gets pretty cool here because now what we can do, we can go into a Zelantis. We can go into quite a few different things here. You can end the board on something like an IP if you want to. The other options are you can end on Apollousa, 1, 2, 3. That's like a, Link 3 and Link 2, that's a 2 negate Apollousa. Other options are you can just turn these into an IP Masquerena if you want to. Because Majesty will give you a search at the end phase, you do have some sort of discard option. We also haven't searched with the Perform Power Monkey board, although I don't think this would have mattered, but we'll search it now. We'll just go, just another, I guess, fodder, you could call it. We'll add the Skullcrow by Joker. And so what we'll do next is we'll link these guys away into an IP Masquerena. And basically what we've ended up on the board here is, we didn't end up getting to the Ignis Phoenix, but from this hand alone, we set up an Omni Negate, we set up a potential at arrival Cybers Ignister with the Ignister, and we also have the potential Apollousa play. We also have the potential Nightmare Unicorn play, and we also get a search off of the Majesty card. Let's just add something like Majesty Pegasus as a potential protection on opponent's turn. And that's basically the end board for this test hand. We'll load up another test hand and see how that one goes. So next up, guys, what I want to show you is a 2-card combo with Ignis Phoenix and Luster Pendulum. Let's start with setting these guys into scale. Luster Pendulum will destroy Ignis to search a copy of Ignis, and then I believe in the new chain, Ignis will trigger to search, well, special Majesty Pegasus. So we'll do that. Majesty Pegasus, effect on activation, searches a field spell, and then discards a card. So you see me do the Masterpiece land. We're not going to do the Masterpiece land anymore. We'll try the Sky Iris land, which arguably is probably better. We'll add a Sky Iris from deck to hand and then discard a random card. We'll discard a random card. Next up, what we can do is we'll just activate the Sky Iris. We can normal summon the Ignis Phoenix, the Dracoslayer, and then synchro these two off, because Majesty was of course treated as a tuner, which is nice. Put the Ignis Prominence here, of course, make sure to put in the right column. We're going to activate this effect now. We're going to special summon a Dracoslayer. The Dracoslayer we're summoning is going to be Ignister. We'll put Ignister right there. Next, we're going to link away these cards. Going to the Beyond the Pendulum. We're going to pay 1200. We're going to search a monster, a Pendulum monster. Being a generic searcher just makes life very easy. So we're gonna, we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna go straight to the Performer Power Monkey board, and we're gonna set in the scale. We're gonna now Pendulum summon because we have enough numbers. We're going to do quite a bit here. We're going to do the Ignister. We're also going to do the Dracoslayer. So there's the ones with pen summon. Obviously, we're playing without a cards in hand, but you might have a harmonizing in hand or something like that. Obviously, Pendulum summon those. Before we do Sky Iris effect, we're gonna search a monkey board. So we'll search, Performer Power monster. We'll get out the, if I can find it, the Skull Crowbat Joker from deck to hand. Now we're going to bridge into the Selene. So let's do that now. We're going to link some of these two for the Selene, Master of Magicians. Two monsters including Spellcaster. Beyond the Pendulum is a Spellcaster, so you don't have to worry about that. There's our 3 counters. So now she's got 3 counters. Cool. Let's do Sky Iris effect now. Let's destroy the monkey board to search the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, which is going to be very clutch. Now we've got the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, we start looping some cards, which is what we want to see. What we'll do, we're going to activate Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. We're going to target the Ignister engrave to special it and then destroy itself. We're going to do Ignister's effect. We're going to special summon probably a Luster Pendulum, the Dracoslayer right here. We're going to exceed these two for the Magister Paladin. On summon, of course, it's going to allow us to search at the end phase for a generic Pendulum monster. Really sick stuff. And next, we'll actually detach a material. We'll detach the Dynamite to summon a Dracoslayer from the extra deck. At this point, this doesn't really matter. It's kind of trivial what you bring back, but it's good to bring back a body at least. We'll activate Selene's effect now. Special summon the Skull Crowbat Joker from the hand. And then what we can do is we can go straight into the Ignister. The Ignister, we'll put Ignister in defense mode. We'll activate Ignister effect. Of course, can summon from hand or the graveyard. We don't really have any targets in the graveyard, but we'll summon the Power Load. Next, what we can do, which is really nice, we can now link away the Selene, we can link away the Magister Paladin, which is now, climbing into a link 4 basically right now. We're going to, boom, there's Atlantis. We're going to do the Atlantis effect. We're going to reset the whole board. Of course, it banishes everything in the field, all the monsters, and then places them back in the field. It does special summon them. So we're just going to move these up a bit so we can put this guy here. And now their effects are soft once per turn. So that's the power of the deck. Of course, these guys are soft once per turn. Let's trigger them again. Ignister's effect. Let's just go crazy now. Bringing out the, at this point, super trivial what you bring out. Bring out a Master Pendulum, the Dracoslayer. We will overlay these two for a, well, we can overlay or we can link away. It's really up to you. We can link away these two into an IP Masquerena. We'll put that right there. We'll activate Ignister's effect as well, just of course giving us another body more than anything. We're going to special summon a Dracoslayer from the hand or graveyard. There is a Ignister, sorry, not Ignister, a Luster. So we'll do that. I'm going to overlay these two for Harbinger. And that is a pretty scary board right there. Obviously, it doesn't look like it as much right now. But of course, we have the interaction with the opponent's turn. Magister Paladin will actually search a generic Pendulum monster. We'll probably search the Magister Pegasus to have that protection if need be. Or to have Salp on the next turn as well. And guys, that is the end combo with just 2 cards and a discard. If you start with these certain 2 cards and a discard, I'll show you what kind of board you can make. And also, we'll use some discard fodder. We'll just use this, for example. Start with normal summon Skullcrawbat Joker. We'll search the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. We basically want to get to our Luster Pendulum, right? So we're going to discard the Odd Eyes Revolution, pay 500, add the Luster Pendulum, the Dracoslayer from deck to hand. Now what we can do is we can set the scale with these guys. We'll do that right now. We'll activate Majesty's effect to search a Dracoslayer monster because we control another one. So let's do that. We're going to go ahead and search the Ignis Phoenix. Gone ahead and search the Ignister Power Load for our next part of the combo. What we do next is we're going to actually destroy. We're not going to destroy anything because the reason why is we're going to pop it now with the Luster Pendulum to search a same name basically. So we'll go ahead and find another Majesty Pegasus. Because Dynamite Power Load can special a monster from the Pendulum scale, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And boom, there we go. There's our tuner, there's our monster. But we're not going to go into Ignister. We're not going to go into it straight away. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Beyond the Pendulum. This is a more, I want to say, efficient combo. And, something you can use to basically save resources, etc. So we're going to pay 1200, activate Beyond the Pendulum's effect. So we do have scale 6 and 2 in our hand. So, we have a lot of versatility already, basically. Go ahead and search the Harmonizing Magician. Cool. Now we set the scale and we pen summon 1, 2, and 3. Nice. All right. So now that we have this on the board, we can do Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. We're going to chain block the Majesty because it's really important. And we're going to bring out the purple Poison Magician now. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll just put in attack mode and then we'll search the field spell. Obviously, it's going to be Sky Iris, super powerful card. Let's go ahead and find that right now. Let's activate Sky Iris and then let's also go ahead and link away into Selene. Let's link these away for the Selene, Master of Magicians. We have 3 spells, so now we have the counters. So next we go into the Magister Paladin. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to overlay these guys for Magister Paladin, of course, on summon. Searches a pendulum at the end phase. Now that we've resolved that effect, we're going to go ahead and detach a material in order to special summon a Dracoslayer from the extra deck face up. So let's just find Luster Pendulum, I guess. And now next what we can do from here, we can actually, these are 2 tuners, so we're not going to go into some tuner plays. What we're going to do is we're going to activate the Selene, we're going to special summon the Majesty Pegasus. And then what we're going to do next, we're going to synchro these guys away, of course 4 and 4. Bring out the Ignister Prominence. Now you can realize, you've probably realized here, we'll activate his effect, we'll bring out the Ignister Power Load from the deck, and then special summon the Ignister Fusion, which does get through the Harmonizing Lock, because you're not fusion summoning, you're actually special summoning. So we bring a Ignister, of course, triggering Dynamite Power Load to add back to hand a Majesty Pegasus. We should pop one of these scales with Sky Iris, so we'll pop the Dynamite Power Load. We'll pop the Dynamite Power Load and we'll search the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon so we can loop Ignister once again. So now that's in our hand. What we can do next, we can use Ignister Power Load to special the Majesty Pegasus. We'll set the scale with Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. Now, I think what I want to do next is I want to link away into the Apollousa. So to do that, we'll do the Selene and we'll do the Ignister Prominence. That's, level 4. It's not the strongest Apollousa, but it's still pretty strong. We'll destroy the Odd Eyes Revolution, summoning the Ignister, activating this as effect, special summoning the Ignis Phoenix, exceed summon the Ignis Phoenix and the Majesty Pegasus for, a monster of your choosing, really. You could either do IP, you could do Abyss Dweller. I'm going to do Abyss Dweller. What we should probably do is instead of summoning Ignis, let's summon a Dynamite. So our Abyss Dweller is 2200 and not 1700. So there is that monster there. And then next we can finally overlay these 2 for the Hope Harbinger, the main man himself. So you've realized here, and then on the end phase, Magister Paladin will search a Pendulum monster. So as follow-up, I think in this scenario, I would like to search, because we already have Majesty there, I'm not going to search it again. I'm actually going to search something like a Skullcrawbat Joker because it is so generic. It searches the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. And that is basically our end board. We have an Abyss Dweller. We do have a body sitting there, which, you could argue is not as efficient. But I think that's okay because we still have so much power on this board. A Spell Negate, a Apollousa Negate, and Abyss Dweller. Depending what matchup you play against, I feel like the Abyss Dweller could be something else. It could be an IP Masquerena, There's a lot of things it could be. It's totally entirely up to you and how you play and how you get hand trapped, of course, because these are test hands. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this combo. This was, you know, one of the more interesting ones. You started with 2 good starters and you ended up on a board like this.